Hey,
Hi.
what's up?
Hi.
I told you, yep, mirror reflection. What is going on, everyone? Welcome to our very first ever live stream, inaugural edition, but not the last, hopefully, right?
No, because we're going to try to do one of these every other Tuesday for the foreseeable future.
Unless we are sick or traveling, we're going to try to do every other Tuesday.
And it might not be both of us.
Right.
And it might not be just us either.
Right.
So.
Yes, we are talking about bringing on some guests. These installments, these live streams, are intended to cover some bases in things that we would normally do for like videos. We did want to kind of touch on why we were doing this, so I figure that we can just go ahead and knock that out. Live streams are a little bit off-brand for us, so this is why we've waited so long to do these live streams. Usually we will go out and we will do pre-edited vlogs with intros and cuts and all the things you're used to seeing from us. And the reason that we've kind of decided now, almost 2 years, right? Like a year and a half, 2 years.
Almost 2 years, yeah.
Yeah, we've been doing this for a while. The reason we decided to do this now as opposed to before or much later is because we did a poll not long ago. For those of you who follow us on YouTube have seen our YouTube community posts. We did a poll asking what kind of off-season content people wanted to see from us. And surprisingly, one of the things that ranked highest was travel tips. We do a couple, like every so often we do like a video, like our Superstar Shuttle video from Universal Orlando. Those videos usually perform really, really well.
All the resort videos usually.
Yeah, those two. Yeah, things that have to do with travel and like what we've learned. It's become evident that like people want to know what we're doing and how we're doing it. And so we are not going to stop doing those videos, certainly, because they perform very well. We're happy to put that information out there. But we also saw an opportunity here to get you guys engaged in that conversation, to make you part of it, and to give you a chance to kind of ask your questions. Not that we're experts by any stretch of the imagination, but just to like, you know, it seemed like fertile territory for a conversation versus just us shouting at you through a video. So we wanted to kind of open it up to everyone and also like get to know our community a little better. We've been watching lives. We're not this first time doing a live,
yes,
but we've been watching lives and guest starring on lives for a really long time. Our friend Kaylee from Fantastic Phantoms, who I believe is in our audience tonight, has hosted us several times. We love watching her lives. Our friends Ajana Claire and Connor live the live life. Connor does a lot of lives from the parks, Carousel of Connor, that is. Ajana Claire from Zoel's World and Being Ajana Claire, two separate channels, both with steady live streams. And some larger channels, I know Crystal from the Crystal Palace just did a live stream the other day that I think went really, really well. And we were super happy for her because she deserves it. We are so behind on all of our comments, but I swear, you guys, if we are friends with you on YouTube, we watch your content, I swear, we just suck at leaving comments sometimes. So we will get on that.
Mouse Vibes Mondays.
Yes, Mouse Vibes also did some really great lives that we love watching. They do Mouse Monday. And that's kind of what we wanted to emulate a little bit too, is that kind of every other Tuesday, we felt like we could stick with that. Right. We didn't want to commit to doing every week.
Too much.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. I mean,
you guys would do weekly
the amount of prep work. Look, anyone who can do a weekly live or a daily live, you have my respect. because we are just not organized enough. But the bi-weekly is like every other week, right? Or
I
is it
believe
twice
that's
a
what
week?
that means.
Or is it both?
Twice monthly.
Yeah, twice monthly, every other week, however you want to look at it. That's going to be kind of our timetable. So let's go ahead and check out some of the comments because I feel like they've been flooding
coming in
Yeah.
pretty steadily, guys. Thank you.
Who we got? We got Zoe from Wishing Mouse. Hey, Zoe.
Hi, Zoe.
Thank you for tuning in.
I gotta remember to wave with my right hand.
Mirror image. Everything is backwards.
Hello.
Kaylee, I knew you were in the audience because we were doing some Marco Polos right before.
Our live stream queen.
I see Christina from Repray Disney is here.
Go back to Kim.
I'm jumping around.
Oh, sorry.
Chill, homie.
I don't control the comments.
We would never forget Kim. Kim is one of our loyalist fans. Hi, Kim. We love you. Soaring Over the Magic, guys. If you don't know her channel, go check it out. She does a lot of Disney Parks content that's really, really awesome. And she's really good at those how-to videos, like explaining the festivals at Epcot and everything. Who else? 2 tickets to adventure. Chad and Vanessa are in. Oh, or is it just Chad? Because I see Vanessa here as a separate account.
Hi, Vanessa.
I love you guys are all like talking to each other. That is really what I wanted.
Yes, lots of greetings.
No way. Walking with the Woods is here. Nick, thank you so much for tuning in. He's in the UK. It is like midnight right now in the UK.
Wow, that
is awesome.
Very
dude.
touching.
Thank you so much. And Crystal from the Crystal Palace is here too.
Oh,
that's
cool.
Yes, thank you so much, Crystal, for tuning in. We are not worthy. We're not worthy of any of you guys, truly. Like, thank you so much for tuning in. Am I missing anyone? Did I miss anyone? Mandy from WDW Through My Eyes. Guys, if I haven't shouted Mandy out on our socials enough just yet, it's coming because Mandy also does some really great content. She is a new YouTuber who has just started. She's also a Hershey Park season pass holder. So sooner or later, we are bound to bump into her. But until then, definitely go check her out. She is great. I think that's everywhere.
No.
I'm gonna give
You're forgetting our dear friend Mitch up there.
I did forget Mitch.
I didn't forget you, Mitch.
Mitch, you look gorgeous. I assume. Mitch and Devin are from Roadside Trippers, the channel. And I know Devin, who hosts the primary account, couldn't be here tonight because she actually has to work. She's a Walt Disney World cast member.
She's training hard.
But definitely go check their channel out too. They are fantastic. And we've collabed with them only once, and I wish it was more because we just have such a great vibe.
It will be more.
We're hoping to see them later this year, and actually not that long. So we'll get to that. I'm going to put Walking with the Woods up one more time because I just appreciate.
If we missed anyone, comment again. We'll make sure to grab you.
Yes, please. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys so much again for tuning in. So what we wanted to do tonight was to keep it kind of like chill and usually, all right, moving forward, these live streams, we do intend them to have like a theme or a topic. Like going forward, we're going to have, what filming is like in theme parks is a topic we intend. And that's actually going to be our next installment. I'll get to that one towards the end. But other topics include like what to expect from your first Universal Orlando trip. That's a question, believe it or not, for everyone that we interact with at Universal. I feel like we get that question a lot. So we're going to help, kind of chart that course for anyone who's new to Universal. Things like that, haunts, Superstar Shuttle, things that we have some experience with. Oh, wow. You got Morgan in now, too. Thank you for joining, Morgan. Morgan also has excellent content. She is not only a Walt Disney World Annual Pass holder, but she is also a teacher. So you'll see a little bit of a split focus between Disney and teaching on her channel. She also does a lot of unboxings. So, oh no, did we freeze? Did we freeze? Oh no, someone please tell me if we froze. We need to know. But of course, if we're frozen, you wouldn't hear me saying that. So hopefully everything's fine.
We've just been babbling for a few minutes. So
I see Keeping Up in Disney is here too.
Hello.
Wow, guys, thank you so much. We really appreciate everyone tuning in. I truly expected like 4 people tops to show up. So this is already like awesome. Haley says we're fine. Morgan also says we're fine. Mitch says we're good.
Maybe it was just in the UK.
Yeah, it might be a broadband lag. Cam's here.
Cam, it's so nice for you to drop in, man.
I should not need to tell anyone about Cam's travels because Cam is, I feel like he's getting more and more well-known in the community, but I will anyway. His content's awesome. We have only hung out with Cam once. It was a night to remember. Orlando Informer.
Yeah, it was
Universal
our summer Orlando Informer.
Our summer Informer meetup. Yeah, we went down and we hung out with Connor from Carousel of Connor and Cam's travels pretty much the whole night, and it was
awesome.
Pouring rain.
Oh, yeah, it was that too.
Rain. We made a vlog from that event actually, and I feel like it's one of our best vlogs, but I am a little bit biased. So you guys can go check that out. But if you don't check that out, definitely check Cam's travels out because he has a lot of great content.
He's got some great Disneyland. He did a Disney cruise recently.
I was going to say he's just fresh off a Disney cruise, so he's got a ton of Disney cruise vlogs creeping out.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, man. It was a time, but you know what?
Like we had a great time.
Yeah, like the rain didn't dampen our experience at all. So sweet. Enjoy dinner. All right, so let's get down to what we actually wanted to do tonight because I feel like I've gotten sidetracked several times. I'm just overwhelmed by emotion. So while we are going to be focusing on topics moving forward, tonight we did want to be a little bit more casual. We want to really turn this into a conversation and get to talking with you guys. So to that end, we kind of teed some stuff up for tonight. This is going to be a Q&A where you just kind of get to know us and feel free to bounce any questions that occur to you off of us as we go. It's no big deal. We can always pull up those comments. Don't feel like you're throwing off the flow because there is no flow. We're just making it up as we go. I do have a couple of pre-submitted questions and answers. Well, no, the answers are going to be submitted currently. The questions were pre-submitted on our socials. So real quick, before we get started on that, I do want to go ahead and, how do I do this? There we go. I did it. I do want to go ahead and encourage you guys to follow us on social because that is where we do a lot of our pre-engagement. Like before we get on YouTube or post a vlog, we'll usually be showcasing what we do on Instagram. I will be honest, I'm better at Instagramming on the go than I am Facebooking on the go, but they're all linked. So Instagram flows into Facebook, whatever you're comfortable with. And we also have a website where we just got it updated. We suck at updating it. But we usually post a blog post about our experiences. Sometimes they're longer, sometimes they're shorter. And if nothing else, we also have opinion pieces on there. So if you really want to get to know Tim and Katie and get to know our controversial opinions,
want some bedtime reading.
Yeah, it's something to check out. Definitely not required. So we got some questions through our socials. Oh, I see iNurge is here too. This is a family of 4 that we met in No, we didn't meet in Tennessee. They're from Tennessee. We met them also at
Universal.
Orlando Informer. Yeah. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. We really appreciate it. And I see now that Nick's Wi-Fi was going crazy. So all good, man. All right. We'll throw up that picture of us having fun because that's what we do. And then I'm going to dive straight into the Q&As, all right? So let's go ahead and answer some questions, knock out some of the stuff you guys wanted to know. And again, if you have questions, let's go ahead and knock those out in the comments as we go as well. So the way we did this, we gave options for people to comment with something they wanted read publicly. We gave the option to be anonymous by direct messaging. I'm not 100% sure whether or not the people that actually wanted to be anonymous or didn't want to be anonymous or didn't care one way or the other. So the people who direct messaged me, if you are one of those people and you're watching, I left your tag, whatever your account or who you are, off of the bottom. The people who published comments live publicly, I went ahead and gave you guys credit. So if you don't care and you're in the comments, feel free to throw it out there. I wanted to start with this question from Chad and Vanessa because this requires some explanation. This is probably going to be the longest answer of anything we're going to do tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So our vlog journey is, I guess I should read the question. Do you want to read the question?
Yeah.
Just in case there's anyone out there.
In case anyone's just listening, maybe.
Yeah, sorry.
So the question from Chad and Vanessa from 2 Tickets to Adventure is, what was the exact moment in which you decided you wanted to vlog your adventures?
And I agree with Kaylee that it was a great question from Chad and Vanessa. Also, Hey, from Tennessee. A little bit of a goldfish, guys. Bear with me. All right. So our vlogs technically could be traced as far back as January 1st of 2020, which was, as we know, before the great unpleasantness, as our friend Ajana Claire calls it. That was not when we published our first vlog. That was just when I went out and shot it just for fun. One of the pieces of gear that we used to have, I think I put it somewhere over here. We used to have in like our regular rotation and no longer do. Maybe I didn't put it over here. Oh no, I did. The DJI Osmo Pocket. It was a good little reliable camera for a really long time. And I got this as a Christmas present from my family because when we went out to theme parks, which we caught like the Disney and the theme park bug in 2017. So we've been going to theme parks for a while. We used to take, video with our phones and post it on Instagram and try to tee up good posts on Instagram. And it occurred to us as time went on and we started watching more YouTube videos, like basically all we were doing was leaving out a narrative. So if we actually decided to start talking to the camera and tying clips together, we would already have what we needed to like start a vlog channel. So that occurred a long time before we actually started doing a vlog channel. And it wasn't something that I was like hardcore dedicated to, but I was interested enough that I asked for a DJI and my family got it for me for Christmas. And I went out on New Year's Day and just did a dinky little vlog by myself. I was very uncomfortable. It wasn't fun at all. I cut the day short halfway through. It was also cold, so that didn't help. And I also wasn't with Katie, which also didn't help.
I had to work.
She did. And then I brought that footage home and did nothing with it.
Nope, it sat there.
Then the pandemic hit. So what were we doing during the pandemic every day?
Watching other vloggers. Mostly, the parks were closed, so we were watching, older videos or up to, when the parks closed, but we were, we got caught up in all ears. Disney Food Blog, Tim Tracker, all of these other,
three of which, by the way, we rarely watch.
We don't watch that much anymore. But
not because they're not good, just because like we've kind of focused on smaller creators.
We focused on our friends and people we've actually gotten to know. But we started living vicariously through all these vloggers, and to kind of pinpoint the question, I don't think there was a light bulb moment. It was just a snowball that started down a mountain and then became a gigantic snowball.
So what we noticed while we were, first of all, we did a comedic music video parody of Muppet Treasure Island to be specific, which was our COVID fever video. Some of our subscribers are still subscribed because of that video and have no interest whatsoever in our vlogs. Sorry. We've done so much since. That's really cool, but whatever. That initial video kind of took off. It's not what you would call viral. We got a couple thousand views on it in the first month, and it was really just because people were bored. But it kind of gave us a foothold in YouTube to make us feel like, people are watching. What are we going to do next? So while we were sitting at home doing pandemic things, we were constantly, as Katie said, watching other YouTubers. One that she didn't mention was Jackie from Super Enthused. And we just really fell in love with her style, her format, the way she went out. Most of all, I think we fell in love with her positivity because she was out there on like day one. And this was like, early days of the pandemic when no vaccines available, masking everywhere all the time, 6 foot distance. No one knows what to expect. Everyone's a little bit gun shy. Half the experiences
aren't even open.
Yeah. So she went back to the first park to open, which was SeaWorld. And that was actually the first vlog of hers that we saw.
Gatorland.
I did see Gatorland after, though. I saw SeaWorld first.
Okay.
Anyway, we saw Jackie. And we just we were watching that video and something, I don't know if it was for you, but for me, something kind of clicked we do fun stuff. Would people want to see our fun stuff?
And it was also what can we do to be a positive informational source for people? So, we wanted, when eventually our home park Hershey opened, we were like, let's be there, let's go and let's see what it's like, and let's let people know, is it safe, is it not, what's Hershey doing to keep with the CDC guidelines or whatever. So it I guess that's when it like first really hit us was, hey, our parks are opening up. We've been watching these vloggers for months.
Why not do
Why
some
not
vlogging?
do something?
So our first videos, as you might expect, were rough. But we got into a zone, and we do get burnout from time to time, and we still bicker, and we have like creative differences and whatnot. Me and Katie, we both have kind of like a theater background, so we get kind of possessive over how we present ourselves and what the vibe should be in our videos. But I think like the real kickstart to our vlogs was probably going to Hershey Park that first day.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I had a vlog that I kind of slapped together from New Year's Day that was just kind of test footage, didn't perform very well, and that's fine because it wasn't a very good video. But the next vlog that we did together was the Hershey Park vlog when we went out to the opening of Candymonium as first to ride. And I think that's, at the very least, that's where we kind of were like, this needs to be Tim and Katie. Like, this can't just be just throwing something against the wall. Like, we should go out. We should be us. Mm-hmm. We should be together, and we should do what we love. And it may resonate with people.
Yeah.
And there's between an oscillating 13 or 15 people watching us right now. So we must have done something right. But that is a very long answer to a very short question.
But a good question.
Yes,
and one that made
very,
us
very good.
reflect a lot.
I see Kaylee is our publicist in here doing a COVID fever push. We appreciate that, Kaylee. Kim is very close to Gatorland. So I will say I went to Gatorland as a kid. I have not been back to Gatorland since.
I've only driven by it.
I've
never seen it.
Jackie's videos kind of got me like a little bit wanting to go again, but like not enough that when I only have a week in Orlando, I'm not going to Disney, Universal, SeaWorld, and the other places first. So it's like, I'm going to go, but when am I going to go? Nobody knows. Morgan also lives right down the street from Gatorland. Yeah, interest but scares. So rabbit trail here. Jackie did a video where they like put her on the shoreline with some other vloggers and just gave like a ring around her and just drew the gators closer and closer to see.
Didn't they each had like handfuls of meat and they could like throw them at other people
distract them or throw them
to get like the gators to come closer, which was hilarious but also super scary.
Yeah, that would be terrifying. But I would love to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would be terrifying, but I would do it. If they could promise me that I could do that and film it, I would be at Gatorland.
You have to sign a waiver.
Oh, yeah.
If you lose a toe, it's not their fault.
I'm not saying it would be a non-dangerous experience. I'm just saying I would do it.
Let's look at that one.
The Hershey Park video is where we found you. This is from Chad and Vanessa. Thank you, guys. We've also spent some time hanging out with Chad and Vanessa since our initial video, and they are awesome. So we are so glad that they found us, because we do like 50% finding and 50% being found. And it just so happened that they found us and started commenting on our videos. And that's where our relationship began.
It was beautiful.
Hello, Blonde Amazon.
Welcome.
I feel like I'm sorry. I know you've commented before, and I know you have a name, and I'm so sorry I don't remember it. But leave it in a comment, and I will give you a proper shout out. Thank you so much for joining. Kim saying Gatorland is a very interesting place. Oh, Mandy got to meet Nate and Jackie. That is amazing.
It's consistent that people have said they are really nice in person.
Yes,
so
I fully believe. I've heard, mixed things about some of the larger vloggers, and Jackie and Nate being as prominent as they are now, you might expect them to be a little bit abrasive, but they're not.
No one has
based
ever
on,
said that.
And we've had like Instagram interactions with Jackie, but we've never met her in person, and it's really on the bucket list for us to meet up someday. What did Christina put? We went Gatorland when I was a teen. Gator nuggets taste like.
I have had Gator nuggets.
Gator at Gatorland with the Gators just watching.
I mean, I didn't eat.
She's over here nomming, and they're over here like they ate my homie. That's terrible. I'm sure it was fun. I'm sure it was awesome. I'm just giving you a hard time. Crystal asks, "What is our favorite ride at Hershey Park?"
I mean, Candymonium sticks out.
Mine is see, I have an unpopular opinion, because as much as I love the bigger coasters, the Candymonium is like so smooth and so fun.
I love Great Bear though.
I love Laugh Track, which is an ooh moment for Katie because she's like, it's a spinning coaster. It's inside. It's small.
I like it fine. I like Laugh Track a lot, but
I also like what's the other one that's tucked in? Storm Runner, which was closed.
Oh yeah, Tim's favorite
forever.
is definitely Storm
And
Runner.
I just love launch coasters. Love launch coasters. With possible exception of King Ka, not because it's bad, just because it's so rough now. It's not been maintenance.
And I love smooth B&M with airtime.
Oh, Mitch is trying to get us on Whitewater Rapids. No thanks.
No, kayaking is not whitewater.
Oh, yeah, you're right. My mind just jumped to Whitewater, but kayaking is also, no, I don't know, man. I don't know if I want to be like up close and personal with gators.
You just row right over them.
That's what everyone thinks.
They're just like rocks. Deanna, thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much. And thank you for giving us your name so that we can give you a proper shout out. It's so good to see you guys. Yeah, so backstory on this was during Orlando Informer at Universal. If you guys have never been, highly recommend going. It's expensive because you're paying the price of basically a full day in the park, but it is very much what's the word I'm looking for?
It's
an exclusive experience.
Low crowd experience.
They cap capacity at they don't give hard numbers. And this is Taylor Strickland hosts the Orlando Informer events and runs Orlando Informer, and he's got a vlog channel of his own as well if you guys want to check out any of what he does. But they host an exclusive event at Universal Orlando a couple times a year where they cap at, we're estimating 13% capacity for both parks, like across the board. So there's long lines sometimes for Hagrid's, which is a very popular ride at all times, and then Velocicoaster, but shorter ones at Velocicoaster because it runs so fast and it runs so many trains and operations are so fast. So if you've ever wanted to experience Universal and you don't want to pay for express passes and you just want to like do as much as possible, I would say Orlando Informer is the way to go. So what Inerjo was talking about, that these guys caught me in Hogsmeade while I was like this. It's actually the thumbnail now. It didn't used to be. But the thumbnail of our Orlando Informer vlog is me like this in Hogsmeade.
An empty Hogsmeade.
Nobody around me. And it was the most glorious experience. And then from behind me, I hear, hey, that looks like Tim and Katie. And I was like, oh, I've been caught. So we actually met them earlier in the evening. They were staying in our resort. But it was super fun bumping into you guys again.
We have waited a long time.
We've ruined Laugh Track for Morgan. I am going to jump to the next question because I want to be sure we do answer them. But I love you guys for commenting. I am going to circle back to the comments you've left as well. And one last thing from Kim. You have the chance to ride Pteranodon Flyer. But emphasis on the chance.
You get a lottery.
For Universal Orlando. They're doing a lottery because this is the only time for those of you who don't know Universal Orlando, there's a ride called Pteranodon Flyers, which I call Petrodon Flyers because it annoys Katie. And the only time that an adult can ride this ride, which is a suspended like glider type ride on a rail. It's very cute. It's not very thrilling, but it looks awesome and I would love to do it. And the only reason that I can't do it is because there's a rule in place at Universal.
You have to have a
child. And it can't be like a 12-year-old child. It's got to be like a child, like a small child.
Yeah, like under 45 inches.
The only time adults can do it is during the Orlando Informer event. And because it's so popular, even at 13% capacity, that thing would be running hot all night long with a 2-hour wait. So what they did is they initiated a lottery. If you want to participate in the Pteranodon Flyers ride, you go and you register in advance, and sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. I'm in a Orlando Informer community group on Facebook where I've read that like certain people have attended 7 meetups and have never gotten picked for that lottery. Other people have gotten it 3 times.
Yeah.
And I'm like, come on, man. Just let me get
who do we
Let me get on a flying dino. Let me get on a flying dino. What do you have to lose? All I'm going to do is talk about how great it is. You're not going to lose any publicity. I see Mitch. Mitch is taking over Roadside Trippers too. Okay. All right. Let's move on to the next question because these are definitely great questions and I do want to try to get to them all.
We are going to.
This is I'm gonna say this is an anonymous submission. I don't know whether the person cares if I actually publicize them or not. Who inspired or inspires you to create better content? This is also going to be a longer answer, but we'll try to condense it.
Well, we've already name dropped several of them anyway. So.
Yes. Jackie from Super Enthuse, a lot of what we do, truly, like a lot of what we do is based on what we've seen her do. And that we're in no way, shape, or form are we ever trying to copy anyone.
Or compete.
But we naturally start emulating people that we really, really like, including smaller YouTubers and people in our own friend circle that we've really taken to appreciating their style and their aesthetic. Jackie's was the first kind of vlog style I tried to emulate. Justin Scarred post videos. And I would say these days our editing style is probably a lot like his in that, you know, his style is very rapid, very quick cut. And he makes much longer videos than we do because he has much longer days and better equipment. But his style is, you know, rapid fire, start a sentence this way, end a sentence this way, start a sentence over here, end a sentence over here, show a little bit of everything, get glorious footage. I can do like 65, 75% of that. It never turns out quite as good as his stuff, but we're definitely like inspired by his
that
work.
Content, yeah.
We did watch a lot of all ears at the beginning. We've kind of dialed back on the larger YouTubers. I would say we still watch Justin and Jackie pretty regularly.
I think I would say like our challenge videos or our
definitely.
What are they called? Scavenger hunt videos are definitely kind of inspired from what Molly from All Ears has done.
Yes. And as far as like some in our own circle, the theme park foodies, if you guys are not familiar, I know they couldn't be here tonight because they were actually on their way home from a Disney trip.
Yeah, they were
fine.
just at Disney.
If I had a Disney trip to attend, I wouldn't want to be here either. But Jay and Sam have really inspired us and continue to inspire us. If nothing else, their consistency is just insane. They crank out 2 videos a week. We're hard pressed to do 1 a week, and it depends on what we've done on the weekends.
And sometimes it's a short.
Sometimes it's a short. Nah, I'm done with shorts. I really am. I hate them. I just throw them up there because it's content, and I want. It's what bothers me is that when I put shorts out there, it's less for you guys and more for like maintaining some kind of sympathy from the YouTube algorithm. And I'm just done with it. Like if we're not making content for you, I don't know who we're making content for. Yeah. So I'm kind of phasing those out. But yeah, we try our best to get 1 video out a week if we've done something interesting and have something to share. If not, we try to condense it all, make a better video and release it the following week. Jay and Sam get videos out twice a week and they are like hustling. I know Sam does a lot of the editing, and so she's editing all Sunday. I cannot hope to keep that pace up. So
they kept it up while they were at Disney all week even.
Yeah, they definitely inspire us. Kaylee, who's in the chat, also inspires us because she's been hosting live streams consistently forever. And that's part of why we're here, is because we had to lean on her expertise. We had to lean on her expertise a little bit to feel comfortable doing live streams and talking to you guys. So you can thank her for that.
She's also ruling the chat right now.
I see her still doing some publicist activities. I also see Ari's signed in. Ari's from Keeping Up in Disney. I don't know if you switched accounts, Ari, or if you're also here or if both of you are here. Turn it on flyers. Yes, 100% would love to do it. Morgan says it's not a height restriction, but an age restriction.
No, yes, it isn't. It's not even like an age restriction. It's just you have to have an adult and a child to ride it. They don't, because it's a big seat and a little seat, and they won't, because of capacity issues, they won't let adults ride by themselves except for.
But it's fine because Christina said that we can borrow her child.
Yes. Yes.
I don't think I gave Christina a shout out. Christina's from Replay Disney. She does everything. I did a take on her monologue, so I should know it. Everything Disney,
books, pins,
from
traveling,
from travel to pins to book. I'm sorry. She does a lot. Her YouTube channel name should be pretty self-explanatory. She does a lot of reading. She does a lot of Disney content. She does a lot of unboxing, and she just has all around like positive vibes. Honestly, people who inspire us to circle all the way back and tie it in with what I'm saying here with Christina, the people who inspire us most are the people who are just constantly positive and just do their best to give you guys good content. And that's what we want to do. Like, the reason we started our channel was to be kind of positive influences and bring people together. And I feel like anyone who can also do that is like a force for good in our books. And we're really inspired by them. I know you knows Justin Scard. I feel like Justin is lesser known in most circles because he's from Disneyland and not Disney World.
He also does so much outside of the parks.
He does a lot of Route 66 stuff.
A lot of traveling, and if you're not just in it for the
Vanessa
pops.
knows him though. Quest for positivity. That's the Justin Scard original motto. And they've met Rick's Flicks. I never just met Rick Flicks.
Oh yeah. We do watch Rick's videos, especially for like his informative or like rumor has it kind of videos. We definitely yeah, I can't sing that. I'll get taken down.
Theme park foodies.
Crystal Palace loves theme park foodies.
Yes, I think Crystal knows theme park foodies. I could be mistaken. Crystal, feel free to weigh in. But we actually found Crystal through Jay and Sam. They have preached the gospel of the Crystal Palace, and they were right. Your content is awesome. So we're glad that they.
And I just want to say, like, if you've interacted with us, if you've left a comment on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube, you have inspired us.
Yes. To
keep doing this and to make better content.
You guys have no idea. Like, sometimes
we could spend all day shouting out people.
As much as we like try our best to like push positivity, sometimes we are down in the dumps. Like, we do get low, we do get burnout, we do have to like pause and retool around like whatever's going on. We do have to cancel stuff. We canceled just so many trips in 2020 and probably half as many in 2021. Just the state of the world can be very draining. Mm-hmm. And the fact that anyone is commenting on anything we're doing and saying, hey, this is awesome, love this video, it really helped me. The other day, our most recent video, Hershey Park off-season pass holder perks. I don't think this person is in the chat, but someone commented that they watched our video with like their 4-year-old, and the 4-year-old is like jumping around screaming, "Let's go to Hershey!" I was like, you have no idea how uplifting that is to us, because that is why we do what we do, and that's what matters to us. And so, again, anyone who's in the chat, listening to the video, whatever, we really appreciate you. This is all for you, and we appreciate that you appreciate us so that we can keep doing this. 100% agree. Theme park foodies are awesome. I Nerd You does TikTok. I do not. I cannot. It's the principle.
We cannot do another social media.
It's just really hard for us to keep up with social media. So if like we had to put more energy into TikTok, I think we'd be taking stuff away. But go check out I Nerd You on TikTok. Apparently they have 2 videos with other people on TikTok with over 5 million views. Oh, so that is a mountain impressive. That needs to be climbed for everyone else.
That's
Already did switch accounts. Theme park foodie is insanely consistent. It truly blows my mind. I feel like I'm getting really behind on the comments. I am so sorry. I'm doing my best. But we're going to get to everyone. And Mandy agrees. Positivity, kindness, community.
Yes.
Yeah. And Mandy's also really good at that with her content. And she does family vlogs because she's got a family. We do not. This is our family of 2. So it's much harder to wrangle a family for vlog content. I know from listening to others that it's more of a challenge. So the fact that you can push that content out consistently, Mandy, go you. Seriously. Thank you, Crystal. That means a lot coming from Crystal too, because Crystal also pushes out consistent content, and it's really, really good content. And Crystal, I was almost speaking directly to you earlier. You might not have known it when I was like, we do watch your vlog. We do. I promise we do. We rarely ever comment, and I'm so sorry because we just get so far behind on comments. But we do. It's awesome content. No.
But
we do have
a
decorative Ant-Man helmet back here. This space, guys, by the way, is not in its final form necessarily. This was the best we could do on short notice. We are kind of building around a very tight space in our apartment. But eventually, as we continue to do these live streams, you may find it getting more and more schwanky. That is my dream for myself and my wife.
Yes.
All right.
We're going to move on to the next question.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and push it to the next question because I do want to make sure we answer everyone. What's your favorite hotel or Airbnb that we've stayed at?
This was fun, Mitch and Evan.
Do
from
you want to take
Roadside
this
Trippers.
one? Because I got 2 images. This one I teed up images for because I feel like you guys
Okay.
need to see them.
So we picked 2 because we can't just narrow it down to 1 right now. But for those of you who don't recognize this is the Riviera from Walt Disney World. We are DVC members. So
it would have been a very expensive stay if we were not DVC
we
members. So
bought into the Riviera in February 2020. So think about that timing and how awesome that was. We did not get to stay there until middle of 2021, but it was fantastic. The Skyliner, Topolino's. We did breakfast there.
It is our home resort.
It smells great. I lived for my almond cold brew at Le Petit Cafe every morning, and I can't wait to go back. We usually do try to pop in there when we're at on Disney property anyway, just to like pop in.
Sorry, like to grab coffee, not to stay for like a quick overnight. We don't do the one nights because we have to unpack.
We'll like pop in and get a coffee or just smell it or check out the amazing murals. But anyway, I could go on and on. We have a whole video on the Riviera if you haven't checked that out.
We have a whole resort tour on the Riviera, which turned out okay. Yeah. We got kind of rained out the first day, so we had to like Frankenstein something together between 2 days. But I think it turned out pretty good, and it's just starting to get some traction now. So if you guys are interested in staying at the Riviera, we got a deluxe studio room, which was gorgeous, and we highly recommend it to anyone. And if you're not a DVC member and you have to stay on cash, it's a splurge, but it's a great splurge.
If you get in on one of those discount stays or something, it's beautiful.
Hey, Jean-Claire, you made it. And also, before we move on, Kim also mentioned Topolino's Terrace. Best dining that we have had. It's very, I almost want to displace Sanaa over Topolino's because it was just so good.
Well, it's
breakfast and dinner.
A step up in terms of like your dining experience, because I don't think Sanaa is technically like signature dining, but maybe it is. I have no idea. We are not experts.
Yes, I agree with Mandy that Topolino's breakfast was like above and beyond. It's
so
a character
good.
Breakfast too,
and the service there is always so good.
If you're a Disney person, it is the place to be.
So our other favorite place, non-Disney, non-theme park related, is
Crystal Springs.
The Crystal Springs in New Jersey. This was our supposed to be our first anniversary trip in 2020. We canceled it because we then scheduled a Disney trip, which we then canceled. So
we did a lot of scheduling and canceling and scheduling and canceling.
And then they basically sent us like an email sometime in the beginning of 2021 that was like, hey, if you rebook, we'll give you a discount. And we're like, don't ask us twice. So we went here. We stayed for like a long weekend, like Thursday through Monday. This pool is their biosphere pool, which was heated and glorious. It's got waterfalls, landscaping. There's a fish tank behind me there in that picture.
There's 2 different establishments, but like live-in establishments at Crystal Springs Resort because it's a golf resort. So during the peak season, you got golfers coming up for tournaments and whatnot. There's the Cascade Cabin, and then there's the Minerals Lodge. So we stayed in the Cascade Cabin specifically for the biosphere because they do not allow pool hopping. But the Minerals Lodge also has a pretty well-themed pool that's similar but different from the biosphere. They have an infinity pool with like an outdoor. Well, they had an outdoor heated pool at Cascade Lodge too. We went in March. It was freezing, and we had seriously maybe the best vacation of our lives. I really do want to rank it up there because for the first time in a long time, I was actually able to relax.
Yeah.
Our Crystal Springs vlog may be the best vlog we've ever done. And I think it is because we were truly able to relax, unpack, stay a while. We didn't have a theme park to get to, although we do love theme parks. We were just there for the pool, the spa, the grounds,
the food,
wine cellar. Food was amazing.
The food was really good.
Yeah, and then there was also like hiking to do. We didn't do any of it because it was freezing cold, but there is nature on the property. Like you can take a hiking trail around.
Little, like nature trail or something.
Truly an amazing place. Very expensive, especially during the peak season. Do not go during the summer if you're trying to go for the first time and you have to budget for it. it's cheaper to go in like the colder months because it is New Jersey. Like no one is traveling to New Jersey during the colder months. That's why they have to lure you in. But we managed to get a pretty good price on a come back and see us package, as Katie said. And so we went right out in March, and it was probably the best decision we ever made.
It was a great, like, kind of first bigger trip of 2021.
Yeah. I loved it.
Yeah.
Do or did you do editing as part of work? Kind of.
This is from Andy at t.co.
Yes, who has his own YouTube channel. I think he asked the question on Facebook. So I have worked, I actually went to school for film in college. I have worked under specific small business entities that did allow me to do a little bit of editing. But in those small business situations, a lot of the time I was kind of like the grunt editor. Like there were prime editors who were way better at it than I was, and with good reason. And they were handed the primary assignments. I was like, organizing clips and bins and whatnot. It was from that small business gig that I did learn to operate Adobe Premiere, which I think I saw in a previous comment, and someone did comment.
I think it might have been I Nerd You. What software?
What software do you use? I do use Adobe Premiere to edit. And I have used Adobe Premiere for a very long time. Actually, this new laptop we were doing the stream from is my new editing computer, and I just got Adobe Premiere 2021, which will soon be updated because it's obviously 2022. I was working with Adobe Premiere 2015 up until this point. So everything you've seen me do has been done with one hand behind my back up until now.
Oh my gosh.
It's gotten a lot easier over the last 2 videos. So I took what I learned at small business to do the edits that I do now. I have had to self-teach a lot of Adobe Premiere because I was kind of relegated to a grunt role in that establishment. But I'm not a pro editor by any stretch of the imagination, but I think I've come a long way.
He's good. Everyone comments that the edits are top notch, and I think they are, but I just, if you don't know, Tim does the edits. I am sometimes a face.
She's a beautiful face. She's the talent. I was a grunt editor, Kaylee. It was a thing. And thank you, Kim. Also, I skipped over comments.
Oh yeah, we should go back, see about any other.
Morgan has gone to New Jersey. So Morgan, I don't know how much you want us to out your past, but she did used to live in Maryland and was a relative local to New Jersey. She lived in
New Jersey too.
Yeah. Well, Connor lived in New Jersey.
Oh.
Morgan, if you lived in New Jersey, also let us know.
Yeah.
I feel like you lived in Maryland.
Maybe crossing my wires.
But yeah, it's chilly. For those of you who don't live in the Northeast, it's chilly in the wintertime.
They just got a ton of snow too.
It was 16 degrees when we went to New York the other day.
Oh yeah, we had so much fun in that pool with the GoPro. We were in that biosphere pool at Crystal Springs for hours with that GoPro. It was so much fun.
I'm just cycling through. Everyone had great things to say about Crystal Springs. And now back to glorifying me. Thank you, Christina.
He does need to hear it sometimes.
I'm a perfectionist, so I get really picky about my edits, but it is.
They have gotten a lot better too. Like sometimes you go back and watch our old stuff, and I'm like, turn it off.
To go back and watch our first vlog now is like going to the 7th circle of hell. It's like you sit there and you're like, cringe. I'm cringing on edits. Katie's cringing on her on-screen performance. Yeah, it's rough.
I kind of adjusted my vlogging personality a bit. I think I was a little aggressive in the beginning.
We've grown a lot as people and
y'all inspired us to do better.
Morgan did.
I was right, Morgan.
Okay. All right. Okay. I was wrong.
Yes, Kim. First vlogs are cringy. Agreed.
Thank you, Kaylee.
Yep, that's a Rivera vlog.
All right. Favorite theme park food?
Ooh.
I think I know yours. Do you want me to reveal yours?
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I thought I told you mine already.
Boop. Satuli Canteen.
I love Satuli Canteen. I don't think there's a time we have not eaten there since we ate there like a year ago or whenever. And what I love about the Satuli Canteen bowls is they're so customizable. Like You can make them vegetarian, vegan. You can add both kinds of meat. Those little boba balls, just make it. We recently took Tim's parents and brother and to Disney.
They were raving about it
in December, and everyone cleaned their plates. They were so thrilled. So I love this option. I love that it's filling, but not like burger and fries.
Morgan makes a good point that the Epcot festivals usually offer food booths that like make it hard
your
to
favorite
keep up.
changes.
Yeah, your favorite food changes all the time.
I admittedly have not tried a lot of festival food.
We've done food and wine, but in a limited capacity.
But we've done like
'Cause of
two
2020.
things from food and wine. We have never gone hard at a festival.
Mitch also said the vegan option is his number one. So I think we have actually tried some vegan offerings at Satuli by accident.
I don't think so.
It's just the bowl without the meat. It's like tofu instead.
You have to get there's only one sauce that's vegan, and you have to get the tofu.
You're right. I'm wrong. Well, Mitch would know better than anyone.
I know.
Mitch and Devin are the.
But I asked them once in like a comment or something. I said like what makes it vegan. Anyway.
For those of you, I just realized we haven't actually given any context for this. For those of you who don't know, Satuli Canteen is a restaurant, a quick service restaurant at the Animal Kingdom in Disney. So it is tucked into the Pandora area, and it's right at the, what's it called? Wind Traders, just right at the exit of the Flight of Passage ride. So we stumbled on it the first time because we rode Flight of Passage and we were like raving about Flight of Passage, and then there it was. But
we had heard of the cheeseburger pods, and we wanted to try the cheeseburger pods.
True.
So that was the first thing we tried there, and then we went back and had a meal there, and I've never not gotten the bowl since. We get the cheeseburger pods sometimes, but that is my go-to meal.
We did do a mimosa flight with Kaylee at Epcot.
That's what I'm saying. Like I've had like things from the festival, but I've never been like, let's go hard at the festival.
If I recall
correctly, he wants to ride rides all the time.
If I recall correctly, that was Kaylee's first mimosa ever.
It was.
And we got that on camera.
We did.
So that is in our Epcot 2021 vlog with Remy's Ratatouille. We all went together for the first time.
I will say that mimosa flight is a great deal. They're probably going to raise the price by like $3 next year, but for the price and for the amount of mimosa you get, it was a great deal.
Morgan needs us to go around the world on food. I've heard of around the world drinking. Around the world eating, I feel like you'd make it like 2 stops and then you'd be out of the room.
You have to go more than one day to the festival and you have to eat. You can't just get on test track 6 times.
Test track rules.
See, this is why I need to go to the park. Anyone who wants to do a festival with me, let me know. And Tim can go ride rides and we can go eat.
We have considered doing solo trips, so that's not entirely off the board. Like just one of us going down. Looks like Mandy does
vegetarian, but not vegan. Yeah,
I think Satuli's got you covered.
Yeah, that's easy to make vegetarian for sure.
The blueberry cream cheese mousse. Is that at Satuli?
I have never had a dessert there. I've only had.
We haven't been living our best life. If that's actually.
I've had the sangria
and cheeseburger pods. Yep, we have tried those.
Yep.
Those, if anyone is interested in knowing what those taste like, since Molly raves about them on All Ears, which is how we found out about them to begin with, those taste like Hamburger Helper in a little wrap.
Yeah.
And it's not at all
so
bad,
definitely not vegan or vegetarian.
It's not, no. But it's tasty. I like
it.
It's not something I always go for the bowls because I love them so much. But are you calling us out, Rich? Do we need to have hold on. You keep the live going. I'm going to roll down the floor.
No, it took so long to set up. Don't move.
And Morgan actually does do Epcot in one day for
around
the world. Well, I don't have the stomach for it.
That and Jean-Claire makes a good point. Like, how do you do it? Because the lines are so long. Yeah. Okay, Kaylee and Morgan will do festivals with me.
Morgan, I'm going to challenge you right here and now. Do an eating around the world video to show us how it's done, and then maybe we can do it. You have to lead by example here because we have no idea how this is possible.
In one day.
In one day, yes. Yes, Kaylee and Morgan both say they will do festivals with you, so you're all good. Also, Vanessa, you guys,
girls trip.
If you want to do a girls trip, just say so. All right. I'm messing all up though. Hamburger Helper Marina
I
Güzel?
thought
Yo, are you telling me that Hamburger Helper is not good to you? Because I don't think we have anything else to talk about.
We are adults that eat Hamburger Helper on the reg.
No, not on the reg. Not on the reg. We used to.
That's true.
It was an easy
It was
make.
definitely.
It was an easy make when we lived in the city and was harder to like plot out cooking time. But now you like to cook
And I was
more
a resident.
dignified entrees. Farts is an abbreviation for Festival of the Arts. I'm just throwing that out there for anyone who thinks it's a video about farts. No, Morgan did release a Festival of the Arts video. I don't know. I did watch that video, Morgan. I'm not sure if you did Eating Around the World, but I might have to go back and give it another watch.
Well, I feel like there's Eating Around the World and there's
True.
festival.
We should clarify.
Yeah.
There's like, you could do the festival booths in one day, sure. Can you do
I don't know
all the way around the world, like just, you know,
because like Eating Around the World is like trying different things in showcase. I don't know. Y'all, every time I go to Epcot, we just ride rides, so I don't know.
I'm going through the comments at light speed, but I promise to read no. There's nothing wrong with some helper. No.
Le hamburger.
And that's coming from the vegan, so you know, there must be something to it. Le hamburger helper for the fancy.
Yes, so fancy. Gourmet.
This is just a fun one from Vanessa. Pineapple on pizza, yay or nay? Yeah.
I mean, yes. Tim does not like ham on pizza, so he's not a Hawaiian pizza guy, but we have done like chicken and pineapple.
I eat Hawaiian pizza because I like pineapple on pizza so much. But I actually, as Katie said, I don't like ham. So I
just liked cooked pineapple. Like
out of screen.
My mom would like grill pineapple.
I went to go threaten Mitch and I got my framing all messed up.
You're messing up my pineapple speech.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Well, now I feel bad about it. I like cooked pineapple, Vanessa, so I like pineapple on pizza.
Aha! Shows what you know, Vanessa.
Nope, we did it.
We did it. We did the thing.
We're getting some controversy opinions.
What kit do you use and who taught you how to use it or how to edit? So I kind of answered part of this. This is also from Andy at t.co. The kit that we use, this is camera A, marked, as you can see, as camera A. Oops, where's the camera?
Because we have a camera B.
Because we have a camera B. We did not used to have a camera B. And technically, the camera B could also be the GoPro. We usually have it on a wrist mount. This is a GoPro Hero 8. There are newer versions available. There's 8 Plus, 9, 9 Plus, 10, and I think there's.
We usually buy like the 2 models behind.
Yeah, because you just don't need all those features. Like Wi-Fi is cool. The reverse screen is cool, but other than that, like how many times are you gonna use like that globe feature? It's cool to get a shot once, but are you gonna do it every day? Probably not. So, and the same is true for our Canon, which is camera A. This is the G7X Mark 1. Yeah, Mark 1, because there's a Mark 2 available. This is actually, and this is the mini tripod that came with the kit. So I just ordered it as a set. And this is cool because you can adjust an angle, which is how we do like Dutch tilts. The reason we went this direction is because we used to, as I say, use the Osmo Pocket. We used to for time lapses
use it for
least, but the battery in it is shot.
It just died.
So now this is our full-time camera. We also have camera B, which is exactly the same camera, and I literally had to mark A and B to help us distinguish it because we went to Disney World for our last Happily Ever After, right? That's where where the tragedy occurred. I was taking some dope pictures of Katie in a lovely dress doing Tangled Bound
at the Tangled bathroom
at the Tangled Tower. And the pictures, by the way, turned out awesome. I post them on Instagram every so often. You know, it didn't turn out awesome was the camera.
When it bounced.
Yeah, I was juggling too much. Totally my fault. Camera dropped, hit the concrete. End of the road for camera B. But not in entirety because we could still use it. It still takes really good pictures. It takes okay video, believe it or not. The lens itself was not shattered. It was damaged. So the zoom mechanism no longer works.
Right, yeah.
And we bought this camera because we wanted the ability to zoom, which is something that Osmos didn't have. So we have 2 of these. They're about, I think the kit that I purchased was $600 and I purchased it twice. So we've invested a lot in cameras. I'm pretty happy with the performance we've gotten out of these cameras. So if you're looking for something like out the box that you can use, which is really why I bought it. Like I wanted to not have to do color correction or adjust any settings. I just wanted to like pick it up and go.
Point and shoot.
And now I'm gonna throw it on the ground and break this one.
Camera C.
Yeah. So that's what we use. So when we actually did some traveling with Kaylee to Halloween Horror Nights, among other things, Howl-O-Scream, in October. And because it was Kaylee's first time in a haunted house when we went to Howl-O-Scream, we mounted the GoPro on her. So, but now Kaylee, I believe, has her own GoPro.
Yeah.
Because we got her hooked. So we will. Nah, I'm gonna save it for later. I do have something to mention on that, but I will let Kaylee speak to her own GoPro abilities later on. Her wrist got used to it. Yes. I'm gonna say peace out to Ajana Claire. Thanks so much for tuning in, Ajana Claire. It means a lot. We really appreciate it. Kim, do you? I know you use the same tripod. Do you use the same? I think you have a better camera because Kim does a lot of really awesome photography. She's done like harmonious fireworks photography that turned out really well. So tell us what, and also, anyone can contribute. Like if you guys want to tell us what you use, I know there are some other vloggers in this chat. So let us know what you guys are using and whether or not you're satisfied and would recommend it to others. Kim uses the M50. Okay. So there is an emphasis with, this is not the best camera. It doesn't shoot in 4K. It doesn't have any trendy features. And then, like we said, there's a Mark II. Like there's a newer model that does more and shoots at a higher shutter speed and all that. I'm going to be honest with you. I understand like 75% of those features. I do not understand the other 25%, and I can't use them competently. So I feel like it was better for us to have something out of the box that we could just pull and shoot and just focus on the narrative.
Plus the size is much, Tim's been able to slide it into his pocket before.
One of these upcoming live streams, I do want to put an emphasis on like filming in theme parks and at haunts, because there are certain events where you can put stuff in lockers. There are certain events where you have no lockers and you have to carry stuff around. There are certain events where you can have bags and you can put bags in cubbies. But having a camera that can do all of it, like if I had to take that camera through a haunted house in my hand because I can't bring a bag in or because I can't rent a locker, that's the perfect size camera for it. So it can still be like a little bit bulky. It's not a GoPro, but I think for the quality it shoots in, it's a pretty good, reliable camera.
Well, people dropping in what they use.
Yeah. G7X also Mark II. So you're one level above us.
One step up.
Keeping Up in Disney. I don't know if I gave you guys a shout out either. I apologize. Ari is from Keeping Up in Disney. Sorry, not with Disney. And they have some really quality vlogs and good content out there. So thank you guys for tuning in. Their content is largely Disney focused, but I know you guys did just go to the not the American Dream, the Nickelodeon universe that's not at the American Dream and is actually at the Mall of America. And those videos I thought were really good as well. See, we do watch stuff, guys. We just suck at commenting. I'm so sorry. But we do watch. So go check them out as well. Yep. I know 2 Tickets has been able to stretch that phone for quite a while. And their stuff always turns out really good. So I don't think I could keep up with my phone. I'm going to be honest. I feel like I just get...
We also have like XRs, so they're definitely not the highest quality.
They're not the best quality, but
they're okay
12 Max, those phones
Instagramming
get more and more like built for filming. Here's a random video from Amazon. Yep.
But it has 4K Wi-Fi.
Morgan does a lot of unboxing content, so I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Morgan, for that, I think you do use like your iPad or your computer or something.
Yeah.
But for her out and about videos, I know she does use that
4K
mini camera. Yep.
I think we missed one up top.
Did we? Yeah. Do I suck this hard?
Christina.
Oh. Hold on, I missed 2 then. Or 3. I'm so bad at this. Y'all have these fancy tools. I use my iPhone 11 Pro.
People use their phones, Christina.
Hey, I think we've already established people using their phones in the comments, so it's not a problem. I know to use a Galaxy
S20 and GoPro.
I feel like the GoPro and the phones tend to grade pretty well. So if you're going to use both, like you mix and match pretty easily.
And Kaylee uses the same tripod.
One of the things that, like, Kaylee, I remember, I'm going to call you out, I'm sorry. When we were on our trip with Kaylee, she was trying to merge the stuff she was shooting with her camera and the GoPro with stuff she was shooting on her phone. And she kept getting frustrated because her phone ran out of storage space constantly. So those of you who are using your phones, that is something I do not envy, is the fact that with all the pictures you're taking of family gatherings and stuff, eventually you are going to run out of space and have to delete memories to be able to rotate through. I also missed this from Kim.
She has 4 lenses. Wow.
Yeah, she's a serious photographer.
Some awesome pictures, though.
If nothing else, you should check out Soaring Over the Magic's YouTube channel. But if nothing else, definitely hop over to Kim's Instagram because she posts a lot of great stuff from her still photography there, and it always turns out great. Mandy uses an iPhone 11 too. See, guys, I'm telling you, a lot of people use their phones, and that's totally fine.
Yep.
Yeah, if it works for you, I say go for it. Phones work pretty well to start. Somewhere down in these later comments, I'm sure Kaylee's going to be angry at me for talking about her running out of storage space. It's a G7X Mark I has treated us well, Kim. Whether or not G7X Mark II is going to treat you well based on what you're shooting on right now.
Yeah.
You may be used to a higher quality. So like there's trade-offs. Our quality is like, it's HD, but like just barely. Like it's 1920 by 1080. It's not 4K, and it's never going to be. And our GoPro's shooting 4K, but only recently did we have a computer that could handle 4K footage because our processing power is higher now. So it's a trade-off. It's a trade-off. ZV-1 I've also heard is really good. I love that you guys are commenting. I do have to move things along, so I apologize if I'm jumping around like crazy. 2 terabytes of storage on Christina's phone.
Nice.
Oh, here we go.
I have 32 gigs.
Phone was easier in the parks because I was terrified. Yeah, good point. Yeah, I do remember that. I do remember her saying, like, if I'm going into a haunted house and someone jumps out at me, I'm going to throw my camera. So, yeah. Good stuff. All right. Bada boom. If you could have any superpower, yes, what would it be and why?
I feel like this is one of those questions that changes depending on
as
like, what's happening.
My supervillain stance.
So I usually fall back on one of like 2 things, and today it's the like ability to apparate, like in Harry Potter, like with travel restrictions being so tight right now, and also just wanting to like see family and friends across the country that I just haven't seen. It would be nice to just be like, and then like pop in on, like, hopefully not unexpectedly, but like be able to like pop in and see people when
every time I'm booking flights or sitting in traffic, teleportation apparition is like top 10.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I'm like thinking about
that's true. Like being able to not have to commute anymore back and forth to work would be cool.
So let's assume, for the sake of the question, that a magical genie appears. You have that moment and only that moment to pick a superpower, and then you're stuck with it.
I'm probably gonna pick that one. It doesn't hurt any. I can't.
Okay.
I feel like I can't
apparition
be manipulated to use that power for evil. Yeah, okay, someone's gonna come up in the comments how I can use that for evil, but it's not anything like, you know.
I could tell you how you could give me.
It's not like, you know, creating fire with my hands.
I'll come up with 10 ways.
It's not telepathy. It's not. I don't even think I would necessarily want the ability to fly, because it still would take forever to like fly around the world to the other side to go places I want to go.
All right, you ready? I got one. I got one. And after this, I guarantee it's going to be everyone. It's going to be in everyone's top 10 from this point forward. Ready? The superpower is when I'm asked any question, written or spoken, or me asking myself, I immediately know the answer in my head, but I have the ability not to use it if I choose to.
That's boring.
Nuh-uh, it's not. Imagine going through life like that. Like you go and you sit down for your SATs and you're like, well, I know the answer to all 1,300 questions, but I have to make some mistakes or they'll think I'm cheating.
So you want to be a robot. You want to be an algorithm.
No, I mean, I feel like you could advance your life in any direction you chose if you had like infinite wisdom. Like if you were asked a question and you immediately knew the answer.
Stuff and learn from mistakes.
Well, you get practical hands-on experience, but you still have your foot in the door. Look, how many times have you been caught off guard by like someone asking a question that you didn't know the answer to, and you'd be like, ooh,
I mean, yeah, I would
like
avoid
avoid those
some
questions for the
awkward
rest of your life
moments,
unless you
but
choose to take them on.
I'm sticking with
I mean,
apparition.
so here's the downside. If someone asks you, like, when will you die? I'd be like, oh, no, now I know. You shouldn't have done that,
See,
man.
that means, but then it's
There's
like,
a kryptonite to every power. But
I think that would be just as bad as being able to read minds, because then someone would ask, "Is my boyfriend cheating on me?" And whether you know or not, then you know the answer.
Oh, no, I don't want to know that.
This is a bad superpower.
It's not a bad superpower. It just needs to be used in a very specific way. You get good. Any superpower, if you all watch My Hero Academia, we know any superpower can be a baller superpower if you use it the right way. And if you don't watch My Hero Academia, then
you should.
We don't either. Would you consider yourself theme park experts?
No.
Nope. Easy no.
No, there's way too much to learn all the time.
We are theme park veterans. There are some parks that we know better than others. We know the roots around Disney.
We're veterans of some theme parks, I would say, of Hershey and Walt Disney World and Universal, but I wouldn't say we're theme park veterans across the board.
No, well, yeah, okay, that's fair.
We're
theme park veterans.
Enthusiasts.
I'm just enthusiast is probably
and
a better word. We go to theme parks a lot, and there are some things that are consistent from park to park to park, and there are some things that are very unique to Disney, to Universal, to Hershey Park, to what's that one that's like down the street from us in Frederick? Not literally, it's a ways out there. Adventure Park USA. Yeah, very different. Like there's a lot that you can take from park to park. The lingo of coaster enthusiasts we're still picking up on. We know just enough to be dangerous, but you can take that knowledge to another park and be like, that ride has good airtime.
Yeah.
But
we like to go to different places and find out what we like about them. And I think we're good at going to any place, even if it's known as like, or rumored to be like a rundown, or it's a Six Flags park or something. And you said the thing. We go there and we have a good time and find out what we like about it. Yeah. So
those are honestly our favorite vlogs to make, is like our first
impressions.
Past the first impressions of every park, we do try to like keep it kind of to a topic. Like we don't like to do just the day in the park vlogs unless we're taking it all in for the first time, because then I feel like that vlog has meaning. You get to see it through new eyes. You get to pick up what we pick up as we pick it up, and that's kind of fun to watch, at least for me. But beyond that first vlog, we usually go for like, let's do a scavenger hunt, or let's try to do this many coasters in one day, something that's interesting and unique that I think will be worth your time. We
definitely chase the coaster credits.
We do. Yeah, that is why we go to a lot of. We're at over 100 coaster credits now, thanks to our trip with Kaylee. So next milestone is 150, and then probably 500, because 200 doesn't matter.
Everyone matters. All right. You should go back and see.
I should. Yeah, I am. I had been to Walt Disney World.
I think he corrected it. It's actually hadn't been to Walt Disney World until he was 26.
Mitch. Autocorrect, my man.
No, it's my worst enemy.
It's all of our worst enemies.
You get excited and you type too fast.
And you're just probably going to Six Flags this year. Which one? Because there are so many, and there is
and we've only been to a
wide range of quality. So you got to let us know which one. We will provide some feedback or support. Until you've been on King Nakad, Six Flags New Jersey, and been nicked by a bird on the way down. So I haven't been hit by a bird. That is a rare occurrence, and congratulations, Morgan, for achieving this gemstone.
I'm glad you weren't mortally wounded.
Yes, it could have been much worse. We have not been hit by a bird, nor have we gotten a rollback, which is something that we'd really like to experience. Believe it or not, it's terrifying. And the first time I went on King Nakad, I was deathly afraid of roller coasters. After King Nakad, nothing scared me anymore roller coaster wise, because there was nothing left to conquer. It's the tallest roller coaster in the world. But we have been hit by bugs. At least I have.
Yeah, definitely.
I've definitely been hit by bugs.
It was not fun to ride with a mask, I'll tell you that, because all the mask did was like whip in your ears because it goes so fast. So that was not fun.
I know it just says Dallas, Texas is the one they're going to. And thank you, Chad and Vanessa, for weighing in. Six Flags over Texas. I was going to say it's either Fiesta, Texas or over Texas. The Texas parks I have heard from Chad and Vanessa are very good. We have yet to visit.
Nope. So check out their videos.
Do vlogs, bring us back the knowledge so that we know it's important that we go there. Yeah. We already know it's important that we go there because we watch Chad and Vanessa's vlogs, but I want to see Inerja's impression as well because I think that would be cool. Coaster credits. No, there's no prize.
It's just bragging rights or whatever.
It's literally, the name is what it is. Like, it's street cred. Like, to have been on 100 coasters is already a threshold at which a lot of people are like, whoa, that's a lot. And then you talk to enthusiasts and they're like, yeah,
5,000 coasters.
I'm up to about 1,000, maybe 1,300. And I'm like,
why did you just become a country bumpkin? I don't know where that voice came from.
It wasn't offensive until you made it offensive.
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I apologize to everyone. That's my what you call it? My wise old timer voice.
Oh, I didn't recognize.
So coaster credits, yes. To return to Christina's question, it's just something that we like to say we've been on this, we've done this, and talk about how the experience
differed. It's the same thing as how many books have you read or how many countries you've been to. It's just how many coasters have you ridden?
Mitch has been to Great America and Fiesta. We've been to neither of those. We've been to Six Flags America, Six Flags Great Adventure, which is different from Great America, and we've also been to Great Escape.
Yeah.
And those are the three we've been to so far. We're noobs. At the end of the day, we are noobs. Kingdom
Not
the Rain.
Expert. Oh, that's
no, thank
awful.
you.
Nope.
No, thank you.
Knives
it would be like
in your
bullets.
eyes. Knives in your eyes. We missed the comments on your weird superpower.
There weren't many. I didn't think.
There were funny ones though, because people think you're weird.
Well, y'all, I can't get to every comment. I'm gonna try. Our closest Six Flags is Great America. It's pretty cool. Raging Bull is fun. Yeah, I do want to go to Great America. I would really like to experience that park because I've heard good things. The Six Flags park that I really, really, really want to visit is Magic Mountain. And we're going to try this year at some point. We don't know if it's possible yet, but we're going to try. Still need to go to over Texas. We love Fiesta.
Yeah, I was going to say, yours just did Fiesta, Texas.
Yep.
So I know there's more than one in Texas.
Oh, no, Morgan. There are many more than Six Flags parks. There were when they made their brand.
I mean,
that was probably, you're probably half right. That is probably why they named it Six Flags. But nowadays, they're opening their first international park.
Oh my gosh, it looks so cool.
Which I will never, ever, ever be able to pronounce. But it's in the Emirates, and it's just I don't even think they've broken ground yet, but they've released concept art. They've released stats on the coast. Like, it's going to have record-breaking everything.
Six Flags park.
If we ever go to the Emirates, and it has been on our bucket list to go, we're going to wait until Six Flags International opens over there, because that is a park that I feel like we can't miss.
Vanessa put something, or Chad did. 23
Six Flags parks.
Yeah.
And X2 is at Magic Mountain, which is another reason why we want to go. It's a 4D flipping coaster that is like super tall and terrifying. And
so scary,
fire.
But
it spits fire, y'all.
Vanessa's opinion on it or review on it made me feel less anxious about it. So thank you, Vanessa.
We could be here all day talking about SeaWorld trying to buy Cedar Point. Yes, we did see it. We have very controversial opinions on it. Versus like the coaster enthusiasts who I know really don't want it to happen.
Basic answer was shrug. But I don't know enough about the industry.
I think if this becomes actual news, it would be worth doing a live stream on it. So I'll reserve our longer response for it. As of now, it's just a rumor. But if SeaWorld does purchase Cedar Point, I will say SeaWorld owns Busch Gardens and Sesame Place as franchises. If it owns Cedar Point, it will own all the Cedar Fair parks. Sorry, I did that backwards.
Yeah,
if it owns Cedar Fair, it will own all of the point. Oh, please save me from myself.
Okay. SeaWorld was put up a $3 billion bid to buy all the Cedar Fair parks, which includes parks like Cedar Point,
King's Dominion,
Knott's Berry Farm.
Knott's is kind of a special case because they are still there is a majority shareholder that's family. But
I don't know. But those are Cedar Fair parks. And there's a lot of those parks.
We do love the SeaWorld parks that we've been to. We haven't been to them all. We're going to Busch Gardens Tampa very, very soon. We're excited about it. We have been to SeaWorld Orlando for a special event only and have not experienced a lot of the rides. Busch Gardens Williamsburg is one of our favorite parks of all time.
Mhm.
Sesame Place is still on the to-do list. I've been there as a kid. Point is, it's not the end of the world if they do acquire it. If you're a coaster enthusiast, I can see why and how you would be upset about it. But
I also don't think it's going to happen. So
yeah, I don't think it's going to happen either.
I
We'll
wouldn't
see. If it
lose
becomes
sleep
news,
over
you
it.
guys, you have my promise. If it becomes news, like actual news, whole live stream just on that, because there is plenty to talk about. We've ruined Morgan. I'm sorry.
So
There
much
are
to
23.
see, Morgan. So much
23.
to see.
All right. I'm going to have to skip over some comments or we're never going to get anywhere.
I just want to shout out everyone who did say that Tim's a robot for that.
I will
superpower.
show one comment from the superhero if you pick the one you want most.
This one. This is what Mitch had to say about your robot superpower.
Oh.
It's binary, kid.
Oh.
Because you're a robot.
Oh.
Okay,
Awesome.
that was it.
Okay.
I just feel validated, guys, because he did not tell me what his answer was going to be for that superpower.
You guys all have
and
great
for Tim
comments all
being
the way around.
such a creative person, I was not expecting, I want to be an algorithm. So
It wasn't an algorithm. It's a really good power.
I can't believe we watch all these Marvel shows and My Hero Academia, and Tim's superpower is, I want to know the answer to every question.
All right.
Anyway.
We're getting near the end. What theme parks or destinations are on your bucket list? So these are only parks that we have not been to, not parks that we have kind of been to. I would say we've been to SeaWorld, for example, although we really want to go back.
Yeah, we need like a full SeaWorld day.
Most of them are international parks. I will say that.
Tokyo Disney Sea.
So it looks like my nerd is bouncing. Good night, guys. Thanks so much for joining. We really
and all your
appreciate it.
engagement.
Phantasialand.
Oh yeah, I
is
guess
huge.
we'll start with Phantasialand.
That's a German park, and it's huge on our bucket list. We've always wanted to go there. We've had to cancel 2 different trips there, including one that was planned for this year and just didn't seem like a good idea. So it is something that we are going to do as soon as we have utmost confidence that things are stable.
Yeah.
But things keep changing around each surge, and it's really difficult to plan. So there's that. Efteling in the Netherlands.
I've technically been there.
You have.
But we haven't been there together.
I haven't been there at all. You've been there when it was very young, like very young park.
It was 15 years ago, so there's been a lot added since.
Yeah, I don't think Symbolica was open.
No, it was not.
Worldwide dark ride or world-renowned dark ride.
World-class dark ride.
That works too. What else?
I said
Europa Park. What?
I said Tokyo Disney Sea already.
Oh, well, I wasn't discounting you.
I was trying to shout mine out.
Tokyo Disney Sea.
Tokyo Disney Sea.
All of the Disney parks are on our roster, and it's all actually why we bought into Disney Vacation Club originally, was because we were planning on doing Disneyland Paris, Disney Tokyo Sea, Tokyo Disneyland, Shanghai Disneyland, Hong Kong Disneyland. Doesn't look like we're getting there anytime soon, so we'll see if we ever get a chance.
The top of my international Disney parks
Tokyo
is
Disneyland. Tokyo Disney Sea.
Tokyo Disney Sea.
2 parks. Disney Sea is the Japan-specific edition.
The theming there
Tokyo
just looks
it's a lot of
wild.
clones. But every Disney park is different, despite what anyone will tell you about the differences between Magic Kingdom and Disneyland proper. There are a lot more differences than are accounted for. So we really do want to travel to every single Disneyland and every Disney park. I mean, that's like 10 to 12 parks, right? Is that good enough? So this is our final question, and this is from Mitch and Devin. And I saved it to last because I thought it was a good closer. What are you most excited for this year? So we have a lot on the to-do. We're actually, I think our first haunt is actually this weekend, right? So we're already teeing up more haunts than we did last year. We're going to be returning to Disneyland.
I'm gonna cry.
Many. Disneyland is our favorite domestic park, like period, across the board. And it's a very, very close race between Disneyland and Animal Kingdom at Walt Disney World, because we love both parks so much and they're very different. Disneyland, we haven't been to since 2017.
No,
and it's
2019.
2019.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. No, 2017, because we got engaged.
Was it 2017?
It was 2017.
No,
Y'all trying to trip me up?
Sorry. Nope. It was 2018.
All right, so we're both wrong.
Yeah.
I'll split the. I don't know that that's right, but I'll take it.
No, it is because
2018.
it was the year I was a resident I graduated pharmacy school. I was at a conference in Anaheim. Tim was my guest. It was a pharmacy conference. And this guy told me we didn't have time or money to go to Disneyland when I was there for my conference.
I can't get away with this story not being mentioned anytime
it was
Disneyland
December
comes
2018. That's when we went, and I convinced him to please let us go to Disney California Adventure for one day. And he finally relented, and we got to go. And we rode on Radiator Springs Racers, and it was our first Disney ride at our first Disney park ever. And that was when Tim caught the theme park bug. And then we park hopped to Disneyland because we were like, we got to keep this up.
Listen.
And it was the best day ever.
It was the best day ever. Listen, I pushed back on Disneyland because of the price point. When she was still a resident.
I was not making.
You were not full time, and yet. I had a very minimally paying role in my current job, or at my current job, because it's not the same job anymore. But we had a very finite amount of money. Our hotel was covered by the conference she was attending, which was nice. Our flights were covered by the conference she was attending. I think I had to pay for at least.
No, I had to pay. My hotel and my flight was covered. We had to pay for your flight.
Right. So we split that, and that wasn't too much, even though it was traveling to California, which is not cheap. But with all of that kind of down, we had X amount of money in our budget, and it had to last a week. And that was like food, that was shopping, we did like all kinds of stuff in Anaheim, like an escape game. We went to the Anaheim Packing House,
that was so cool.
So awesome. If you ever go to Anaheim and you're not staying on property at Disneyland, or even if you are, I would say hit up Anaheim Packing House for food. It's pretty cool. But I was like looking at the budget, and I was like, dude, there's just no way we're going to be able to do Disneyland. It's like way too expensive. Well,
he didn't look at how much it actually costs to go to Disneyland.
I did too. I did a whole cost feasibility study. But we went, when we got there, if you don't know how Anaheim's laid out, if you've never been to Disneyland before, which looks like Ari hasn't, and Cars Land is great.
Cars Land is amazing.
If you haven't been to Disneyland before, Anaheim is laid out with Disneyland smack in the middle and the entire city of Anaheim wrapped around it.
He thought we were going to have to like get a taxi and drive for forever because he was thinking it was Disney World and its own little city.
My only experience was Disney World.
We were literally, we were walking from our hotel like down to downtown Disney, and then we kept just walking through downtown Disney, and he was like, holy crap. That's Disneyland. Yeah, it's right there. It's like 20 minutes from our hotel.
Not even from our hotel balcony, which was, across the street, and it was in no way related to Disneyland.
No.
I was staring at the back of Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout, which used to be the Tower of Terror there, and still operates the same way, just with different theming. So I'm looking like out the balcony, and I'm staring at it, and I was like, all right, we're never going to be this close again. Let's just go if we're going to go. So we went to the Hilton, I think, and just purchased tickets from the desk so that we were able, we just walked to the convention center complex. And then we walked in on a day when Katie technically had a presentation.
I totally
snuck out
skipped out on a whole day because we were going to go on the Friday. I was off, but it was totally scheduled to rain. Like they were like calling for like 90% chance of rain that day. And I was like, I'm not going to Disneyland. Probably the only time in my life when it's raining. So we picked a beautiful day and we went.
Yeah. And that was the Disney bug.
That was the theme. So the whole theme park bug.
It was the whole theme park, but we've been to other theme parks, but they were Six Flags parks. So they are more, I would argue Six Flags is more of an amusement park experience.
Oh, and not to mention it was December. So it was all Christmas. So the castle was all icinged up. Radiator Springs was all Christmas. We got to see Haunted Mansion Christmas, the Haunted Mansion holiday overlay. Oh gosh, we have.
I clicked on the wrong one because Vanessa added a thing immediately.
I think we've scheduled 2 or 3 Disneyland trips since then, and they've all had to be canceled. So we're going back.
Peace to Ari. Thank you for joining, Ari. Really appreciate it. and Kim has a controversial opinion with Guardians being better than Tower of Terror. I
like that they
almost
both
exactly
exist.
as good. Yeah, like in a perfect world, there are no truly cloned attractions, right? You have similar ride systems, different actual rides. That would be the ideal scenario, because then you have to go to every Disney park to experience everything. Perfect example, Dinosaur at Animal Kingdom, Indiana Jones at Disneyland, exact same ride system. I'm confident it's the same layout with some very minor adjustments. But what we got with Epcot recently was Ratatouille, which is just a straight clone, and that works out fine for the area it's in. I would just love to see more of the individualized attractions.
I just say I think Guardians gets a lot of hate for being changed from the classic Tower of Terror theme, but I'm like, if both rides are going to exist in the same country, I'm okay that they're different.
Yeah. Morgan points out that, and she did point out earlier, I just jumped to the most recent comment, that there's a Monsters Inc. attraction, a dark ride at Disneyland.
And it's great, Morgan. You'll get there one day and you'll cry.
It is. And during Christmas, they actually put little Santa hats on all the characters too, which is fun.
Cute. What else? So like
Disneyland.
Yeah.
I got totally sidetracked on Disneyland. We are going to Dollywood this year. Pantheon, the roller coaster, is opening at Busch Gardens very, very soon. I know Chad and Vanessa are going down for a pass holder preview.
Yeah, let us know.
We are recent buy-ins to the pass holder program at Busch Gardens, SeaWorld, all 11 of those parks. Yes. But we missed the window to sign up for the pass holder previews of Pantheon, and that's fine because we'll be traveling during that window anyway. So that's going to be opening soon for the broader public, and we'll be going down on official opening day for the whole park. More haunts, and then we've got Run Disney coming up.
Yeah, Run Disney is coming up in less than 3 weeks.
What are you most excited for? Nervous, but excited. We are doing a half marathon run in 17 days, and we are ill prepared, but we are going to do it. So that is still
thoughts and prayers, guys.
Yes. Hashtag thoughts and prayers. I mean, there's tons of other stuff, but we don't have it all like cognitively stored up here. We are also going to be doing some traveling with our friend Kaylee, which is what I was kind of holding back earlier when I mentioned that she got her own GoPro. So we hope to do some more collaborative vlogging. We're going to do a collab with Kim very soon from Soaring Over the Magic.
Yay, can't wait to meet you, Kim.
So we'll get to meet her in person for the first time. And then, yeah, there's so much on the calendar that I almost can't keep track of it all, which is why I have the calendar. But we are super excited about everything that's coming up. I would also say we are super excited to start this live stream project because I would say it's gone pretty well, right?
This has way awesome. Exceeded our expectations.
Yeah. Cannot thank you guys enough for showing up tonight, because it really, as I say, when I sat down, I was like, maybe 4 people. And it seems we've had great conversations with everyone in the chat tonight, and we really appreciate everyone tuning in. So the next live stream, if we go by subject. Oh, whoops. I forgot this. This is incredibly important. I'm so sorry. Hold on 1 second. So another thing that we wanted to do before we break was we did want to call out some of the creators that we've really taken to and are inspired by in ways big and small. So there's no rhyme or reason to this list. We're just going to pick out of a grab bag some of the people that we watch regularly or that we support regularly. It doesn't have to be YouTubers, could be Instagrammers, could be bloggers. Small shops. So this week, we did want to call out Jackie from Super Enthused. I'm sure everyone here knows her. If you're a Disney fan, if you're not a Disney fan, or even if you're just, kind of a broader public consumption fan and just like to see vlogs, people doing fun things, Jackie is the best of the best, and she truly inspired us to be everything we are today. So go check out Super Enthused. Kaylee from Fantastic Phantoms, I'm sure y'all know her by now, as the goalie in the comments has been kind of being our publicist tonight. We love Kaylee. We love traveling with Kaylee. We are excited to see Kaylee again this year. So go check out her YouTube channel. She does she's done unboxing videos, she's done pin videos, she's done reaction videos, which are some of my personal favorite content types.
She has a great live stream series going on right now.
Yeah, she's doing she's doing basically the much better version of this page of our
Yeah.
live stream.
She does
where
a
she
creator
calls out-
spotlight.
yeah, creator spotlight.
We're actually gonna be her guests on this coming Sunday.
Yes, we will be on her.
So
live
if you're
stream
not
at the
sick of
end.
us, you can visit us on her page.
And if you are sick of us, just focus on the Kaylee side of the conversation and give her the view because she deserves it.
Mm-hmm.
And then Christina Camarada is a smaller YouTuber that we've really taken to. She has great YouTube content. She is a Disney pass holder. She lives in Florida in the Orlando area. So she's at the parks a lot, but she's also a singer and an advocate for ADA and accessibility. So we really like her stuff and we find her to be really talented. Wanted to give her a shout out as well. These spotlight spots are going to rotate, guys. There is no like one size or like a size of YouTuber or creator that we're emphasizing. As you notice, because Jackie's got like 50,000 subscribers or 60,000. Here we are with our 700. We love each and every one of them, but we really want to throw these names out there as other people that are great that you can follow. So look for more of this from us in future live streams. And now, speaking of next live stream, filming in theme parks is going to be our next installment. We're going to do a next live stream on the 22nd of February at this same time. So if y'all like what you saw here, make sure to tune in next time.
That's
we'll try to have
22.
2022. So that will be kind of the next topic we approach, and it's a topic that we have a lot of personal experience with. So
And you should also bring your personal experience.
yes, please. We would love to see what you guys have to say about your experiences doing live streams or vlogs in the parks, if you do them. And if not, here's where you can get the 101 on starting up and what to expect and not to expect from park staff. So I think that is probably going to be it for us tonight. Do you have anything to add that I did not cover?
I don't think so. Just had a lot of fun, guys. Really lost track of the time. We weren't sure how long we were going to go on. I guess maybe we'll just pull some final comments and I guess say goodnight. I guess if that's in relation to Kaylee's live, Mitch, can't wait to see you there.
Yes, please.
Oh, okay. Kaylee
is the sweetest soul, y'all.
So supportive.
Go follow her. She's amazing. Thank you, Mandy, for coming too. Anyone who stuck it out to the end of this live, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. I honestly didn't think we would run as long as we did, but I'm glad we did. You guys
kept us really talking.
We had great conversations with everyone.
Yeah.
I saw one from Morgan.
Oh, good luck. Oh, for the run. Yeah. Trying to do springtime surprise, just the 5K, but they only have they have a
5K is a lot. Yeah. There's a 10 miler and a 5K for the spring surprise.
Is it a 10 miler?
It's a miler. It's not a K.
Yeah, that's
So
tough. That'll be a tough first one to do.
This is our first half marathon. We've done a 10K, which is not a 10 miler. Kilometers are shorter.
Yeah, 6 miles.
Yeah, we've done a 10K, but we've
get on whatever 5K you can, Morgan. There's going to be more.
Yeah.
You will. I'm sure you won't regret it.
And Mitch had
run.
Similar run.
Mitch has completed a dopey. In case anyone didn't know that.
Yeah, Mitch and Devin have pretty much taught us everything we know about training for a half marathon. So make sure to tune in.
And
Donna, it's okay. Don't worry.
There'll be more.
We'll do more.
Thanks for popping in.
Thank you for coming, though. Really. Do you want to grab the Ant-Man helmet for our fans?
Okay. Oh no.
Be very careful.
I have locked myself in.
Be very careful.
Okay. For the people who stuck it out to the bitter end.
Yes. This is just for you. The special bonus for making it all the way to the end.
I think there's a way you can adjust it so that
it is, but I took it off because it was just a desk prop.
There you go.
Yeah. That's some real marble. All right, you have to keep that on until we're done.
Well, I can't read anything else, so.
Well, that's okay. I'll be your eyes.
How kind of you.
Thank you guys again so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. I need you to say the closing moment with your Ant-Man helmet on because I think it'll be hilarious. Ready?
For anyone just joining, I did not wear this on my head.
No, you did not. Ready? I'm Tim.
I'm Katie.
And
every day is a new adventure.
We will see you next time. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
Bye.